Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. First of all, thank you for joining this session. We have the very exciting and very, important session today, which is the future of AI and how things will change. And Basavaraj, who is the CEO of Someshwar Software, agreed to come here and then also share his knowledge, his experience, and also you have a direct you can have a Q&A afterwards, but I would like to start with first introducing Basavaraj, which this group consists of a lot of different groups. So I just want to share you what their experience and the industry, and then also I'll give quick introduction about Basavaraj, and then we'll start with your session. So let me go ahead and get started. Just confirm if you can see my screen.
Yeah.
So anyway, today's guest is Basavaraj, but I'll come to this. We have about, so far about, 73 people joined this group, and you can see 50% of the team members are 10 to 20 years of experience, and maybe around 30%, 20 plus years. So they're all into almost on the senior leadership levels, or they are ready for the C-suite, or all kind of different roles. And then they have a lot of experience in this group. And then also there are people who are from even 0 to 2 years experience, 2 to 5 year experience as well, about 15%. And a lot of people want, what they want to develop here is they really want to see how they can grow in their career. If somebody wants in terms of leadership, people management, a lot of people ask that. And then robotics automation, they're interested to learn AI and future of manufacturing, about 45%, right, where everybody wants. And then data analysis and so on, just to give you the audience. And then today's guest, as you know, Basavaraj is a founder and CEO of Someshwara Software, and you can connect with him directly on LinkedIn. And then he is a seasoned technology entrepreneur with over 21 years of experience in software industry, and he's a founder of software Someshwara Software Private Limited, which is his third startup. By the way, so you can ask what happened to two other startups focusing on cutting edge solutions in AI agents, AR and VR, gaming, and Web3 technologies. His proven track record of leading innovative projects in various verticals. Previously, Basavaraj held senior roles in global tech companies, including Director of Mobile Services and Principal Solution Architect at Y Media Labs, as well as engineering position at Sling Media and Tata Elxsi, demonstrating expert in both technical
Alexi.
architecture and team leadership. So his blend of entrepreneurial vision and hands-on development experience enables him to drive product strategy and deliver transformative digital solution. So he's the force behind innovative products such as We Exhibit, a no-code platform that empowers users to create games, AI agents, and interactive content for the web, making game development and simulation accessible to broader audience. Additionally, he is working on Smart Eye, an AI-based rainwater harvesting irrigation system aimed at optimizing water use and promoting sustainable agriculture. So some achievements: he's a serial entrepreneur, founded 3 technology startups over the course of his career in mobile apps, gaming, AI agents, and AR VR domains. He's the winner of Unity 3D AR VR Innovation Contest of 2018, achieved first place in National AR VR Development Contest organized by Unity and the DST, and Best Innovation Award 2020, honored with the Best Innovation Award at the Indian Science Congress in 2020 for pioneering work in immersive technology solutions. So with that, I welcome Basavaraj to start with and then share his journey.
Thank you, Sanjeev. Yeah. Okay. I have not made any slides or anything. I'll just speak as go, and let it be very interactive. You can ask me questions, and whatever is possible with my knowledge and experience, I'll be able to answer you. And with my expertise, it's within my expertise, definitely I'll be able to answer whatever we are working on. And let me start with my introduction. Already Sanjeev has explained you. I don't bore you again with the same thing. Over the years, basically, we worked closely with diverse technologies like AR, VR, AI, ML, generative AI, and especially right now, what is happening is like AI agents. Uh, and also in the multiple verticals like manufacturing, education, healthcare, and many other verticals we are working on. And let's so what I am trying to share my knowledge or here is AI agents. Okay. So why it is important, what is happening in the industry, and how we can adopt in especially on the manufacturing industry, some of the use cases which we are working on. So that also will explain some of things how we are doing it. Okay. So I think everybody knows what are AI agents because that is something it might have this everybody's eyes have been popped up somewhere. Some news have been popped up, especially if you go to YouTube. I don't know, but in my YouTube, if I go there, it's fully like 99% is filled up with the AI agents videos. Okay. Obviously, it's what we search and what we read, it changes accordingly. But yeah, the news is even the ministers, even the prime ministers and presidents of countries have started speaking about AI, right? So it is significance has grown. It is not just as a technology which is limited to the people who are working in the industries, but it has grown to a level where it is a political interference also is required, right? So let me speak about what are AI agents. Okay, so basically these are autonomous systems which are capable of sensing the environment where we are, okay, and what it is, and so even making decisions independently. Um, and after making decisions, it will take actions on a specific goals, what is being said. That you can, that very simple way you can tell us what are agents. Okay. Uh, so basically, there is, I think you can ask like what is AI agent and what is agentic AI? People simply uh, make it two words and confuse people. Okay, so AI agents are simple thing like um, uh, it is specific for one goal. You can think of AI like agentic AI is something like multiple agents and which has much broader goal in terms of much higher responsibility. Okay. Uh, some of the examples, if I can take, probably like characters of like what constitutes an A agent. Okay. And one thing is, as I already mentioned, autonomy. And the second thing is probably like it take actions on its own. And the third one is it learns on its own. It has the capability to learn, and then it does other agents or other humans and other systems around it. Okay. Uh, and many AI agent name itself came into existence and it has become very widely used after introduction of LLM. Before that, it was not widely used. It was basically what is an AI agent, right? So AI agent doesn't mean that it requires an LLM. Okay. AI agent means it does four things like autonomy, uh, proactivity, learning capability, and collaboration. There is nowhere LLM is required. That's what AI agent is. Okay, even before also AI agent was there, but with the introduction of LLM, that has the meaning has really grown well, and the adaptability has really increased a lot. Okay, I'll just explain you why it is required. Before that, I'll explain you what are AI agents, okay, like type of agent, some of the things which was already there, okay, and like simple robotics, okay, which does repetitive task in manufacturing, it's an agent, okay, it's an AI agent, and then like AI predictive maintenance in the manufacturing, that's an agent, and then even autonomous navigation system, so which is like that's also an AI agent, which helps you to move. which helps to restrict where to move, where to not, right? And routes and other things. And then coming to conversation agents, that's where like customer chatbots, virtual assistants, they are also AI agents. Okay. So coming to now, we know that okay, LLM is not at all a requirement for to be called as AI agent. But what is the role of large language models in AI agent? So if you see that LLMs they are specialized tools, right? So what are LLMs? LLMs are specialized tools that enable enhanced communication. Okay, so it enable enhanced communication. Then it is reasoning, then decision making, right? So this and also with the understanding of natural language. The significant this significantly enhances the agent's capability. So it is rather than that is the reason for AI agent, it enhances the agent's capability to interact naturally with humans. So if you look at over the entire history of technology or computer science, let's talk about computer science only. We see that the way that the human language was different, computer language was different. There was a huge need of UI. uh, if you take a button, if you take a text box, if you take a text entry, or there is flows of lot of different screens have been developed. It's these are all things are done to make sure that the human, whatever he want, is understood by machine, right? So otherwise you can, so how you go and talk to a human if you want to pay a bill, right? So you will just go and ask him, okay, what is what is the amount, and you just give him money. But when you want to pay in a mobile app or this one, you just go to that particular bill. There is something you need to click on some of things, add some of the things, then click. So that whole flow is designed to make sure that computer understands humans. Uh, but with the introduction, we are uh, obviously LLM uses natural language processing to understand what human needs, and then on top of that, LLM can do a reasoning. So it can come up with some of the reasons and can just give some actions to perform. Um, this after reasoning. Okay, that is where the LLM comes into picture, and it enhances. Now is the time where we can humans the machines can understand human language directly. So you can go and ask this computer, okay, so I want to do this one, rather than asking like these are the menu, click on the menu, click on some of the things, then flows and other things you don't really require. So that shows that the major shift in how we are going to interact with the machines is going to change in the going future. So we can ask some of the things rather than going through the flows, right? And also that not only that, LLM can think on its own, come up with the reasoning and come up with the actions. That's a major part, not only just understanding the human, right? So by looking at this, you can probably an example is face detection, right? So, like many of us have seen face detection is very common thing in terms of attendance. Um, so, do we call it as a AI agent? No. Okay. Uh, Face detection system. What does this? It is considered a particular task. Uh, so it has given one particular task to go and detect the face. That's all, nothing else. It doesn't do anything about it. It has, let's say, simple program. If you want to call it as an AI agent, is basically when you can include probably like um, security systems, right? So where the sec in the sec as it can act as security. Suppose you a person as a security door, each person and validates and let him inside. And so, but here also does face detection system also does same thing. It detects and it lets you inside if you are the uh, like person in the database. And when it comes to intelligence, the person, if somebody comes on the off day, you have not told him to do this thing. So to look at about if somebody comes on the days of holidays and they come again and again trying to ask, get inside, and you are rejecting. So these are things you have not told him that, okay, you identify these things. But the security person, as a human, he identifies that and he comes back and tells, sir, something is wrong. He calls the manager, okay, there is something wrong. This guy is coming and again. There is he's intimating you. Exactly. If our security robot or security system module, which can identify such things, which is not really coded at, but it can identify some of the things which has not been told to him, right? That is then it becomes an agent. It is reasoning, okay, it is thinking that, okay, there is somebody is coming so many number of times and he's trying to break. Kept on rejecting. Can I think something? What is happening? Okay, do I need to intimate somebody, send an email, uh, there then it becomes an AI agent. Okay, that's a difference between just an AI and an agent. Okay. Then okay, if you have any questions, stop me and ask me. Okay, so just some of the
Well,
things
go
what is
ahead.
coming to my mind, I'm just telling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, no
yeah.
problem. I think maybe there is some internet. I don't know. I'm getting little bit of on and off. Your voice is breaking off. So trying to really, is it a problem with my
Okay.
internet or is everybody's
No,
there?
no, it's there for everybody. Yeah. I
So
think at least even I have the same.
Okay.
so yeah, a little bit maybe if you want, I
I'll
think
stop the video. I'll
yeah, that
stop the
would be yeah.
video.
Maybe we can
Okay.
start
Yeah.
when Q&A starts. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it fine? Where it is it fine now?
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
Yes.
So is it anything missed on what I was talking? I can speak again some of the
No,
things.
no, I think, yeah, you gave an example of security thing. Maybe, yeah, that would be again AI, how AI agent can make that decision. Maybe just repeat a little bit of that, and then people can people again. There's a question difference between agentic AI and agent, right? So there's a question from George. So yeah, you can go ahead with that, and then we can answer that. Go ahead.
Yeah. So face detection system, right? So basically, so if can we call a face detection system as an AI agent, right? It's a like a what face detection system does is basically uh, it performs perception, okay, whether like identify faces in an image or a videos, okay, and it lacks totally autonomy. So what is required for an agent is like its autonomy. It has to decide on its own. It has given like look at the database, look at is this available in the database? Then tell me that whether this particular matches this particular face matches or not. But beyond that, it has not given any autonomy, and there is no proactive decision making whether do I need to do something else beyond this, and then act on it, okay, whether that if it found something, but act on it as well, right, independently, where it's not about you told do this as a programming, like if this happens do that, if else something else. It is not being told. uh, so that is what the difference it makes. Okay, so I was giving an example of a security person that this I was explaining that time, right? So when I the difference between, okay, even if you put a face system, and what it does is it detects the face, and it tells that, okay, whether this particular person is valid and you can let him inside or not. That is true. And even the security person as a human, if you keep him outside, he does the same job. But security person does more than that, because he can think here autonomously. If somebody comes and trying to break it multiple times, if it's on the weekend, if it is a holiday, somebody is coming, even though if he's rejected, he's coming again and again continuously, because there is an intention, might be something else. But security person can easily identify and tell that there is something is wrong, and he can take a decision, even though you had not told him to take these decisions. But he can understand, he can call you, okay, there is something wrong. But when it comes to this face detection system, it doesn't do anything of such a task, such a thing. But when it comes to AI agent, where you can put a security robot into it, that can start thinking, okay, yeah, there is somebody is coming again and again. There is something I need to do, right? So probably like there is it can start thinking that, then it can start becoming like an, you can treat it as an AI agent. Okay. Okay. Then I was talking about, you asked one more question, agentic AI and this AI agents, right? So basically, AI agents and agentic AI, there is both are related same. There is no much of huge difference. This it's just a different names. AI agents are designed for a specific task. Okay, they do specific task, and means there are intent to for one particular, means probably you can think of smaller scope. When it comes to agentic AI, it's a bigger scope. So where you will have multiple AI agents, and those agents has to be which agent has to speak with whom, and how it has to happen. All those things, it can be orchestrated. That orchestration, like intelligence has been put on top of it, above a multiple AI agents. That's the only difference. It's all multi agents you can think of. It's not much difference. It's the same thing. So okay, don't get carried away with what yeah, people tell agents and agentic AI. Yeah.
Got it.
Did I answer the question? Yeah.
Yes, you did. Yeah,
Yeah.
very good.
And yeah.
Go ahead.
So then it comes to then let me tell some of the examples. Okay. Um, my voice is clear now. No issues.
Choose. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So AI agents in some of the things, like many of you people are in manufacturing industries, this or supply chain and such industries. I'll give some couple of examples in AI agents in manufacturing. Okay. So basically, one is predictive maintenance. Okay, so predictive maintenance was being done. It is not like a new one, right? So what it does is, okay, suppose you can put a tiny vibration sensors on some of the motors and identify, is there any something beyond some vibrations are coming up, and identify it, and probably is it get the early warnings, spot it, and automatically order when it has to be replaced, when what is the threshold. All the things it can think, and it can order, because in the manufacturing sector you cannot really stop the machine to work. It has to work 24/7, and you cannot stop for some days. So and bring those is either human, at least it can bring a human, or it can order itself and get those parts ready. Okay. Um, then there is a quality control and assurance. Okay, so probably you can think of a lot of high resolution cameras have been put on the to inspect each parts which are coming out of manufacturing plant. And so a deep learning agent which can be put and can instantly spot surface cracks or color shifts, misalignments. And also there are missing parts. Okay, right? Those things it can identify and it can notify, and then instantly it can feedback. It can give feedbacks and tell that, okay, this is something is wrong, and you can take it. And autonomous robots and drones where you can send a drone and see that, okay, so it can go ahead and does inspection on its own. Time to time it can get up, and if it is something, there is a temperature is beyond something, some unknown activity is happening somewhere, something leak is going on, it can go and does that inspection. It can does it time to time, and that is one thing. It can come back and it can take some actions on its own. It's not defined, but probably like something it doesn't know. Uh, these are very simple AI agents actually in manufacturing sector, and then it comes to one of the thing is very important thing is we need to think about economic impact, right? So one of the thing why we implement all these things, right? It's a major thing is economic impact and optimized resource utilization, and where you have to utilize. Okay, one of the thing is where you have to do in the especially on the man where you want to utilize not only manufacturing, everywhere, every possible uh, industry. If you take it, how to reduce the cost. Okay, how can we automate? So first, very important thing to understand is how can we automate the regular task. Okay, there are like um, agents can come and handle routine tasks. So probably like inventory checks, order routing, or then basic customer queries, right? And free this you don't need to like you can free up staff and give them like higher value work rather than asking them to do the same thing. Okay, and then need to spend, that's a very important thing. So you can actually fix it before it breaks it. Okay, that's very important. And so that's one of the place where it has to be uh, captured. And then lean inventory management. Okay, so basically you don't need to order too much. You can that AI agent can continuously understand and learn and based on the demand, and it can adjust the like orders and things. Obviously these are the not there can be many more. There's something which comes to my mind. uh, yeah, and then improving this one of the things which we are working um, in Someshwara Software. Basically, some of the examples I'll give what we are working on. That will be much more easier to explain, much more depth. Right? Okay, so one of the agent what we are working on is a AI powered technical support chatbot. Okay, so obviously there are like uh, people can be like slow or repetitive. Like if it is repetitive queries, it can be handled very easily, and people can be slow in response, and it can be done very faster, and many things. So AI solution can answer these things, repeated things again and again. So it can answer much better, and it can learn if it is something new comes up. It can tell, and it can probably like it can improve uh, its knowledge base. And then another thing which we are working is basically 3D interactive web visualization, right? So suppose, for example, you have a lathe machine. Okay, so how can I replace the blades? Okay, you can just ask a question, and obviously there are hundreds of videos people are releasing it. Again, the in like it has if you look at how the information consumption has evolved, it was text was that basically manuals was there. Then it comes like online manuals. It has some hard manuals to soft manuals it came. Then it has gone into videos. Okay, now is a time where people want what they want to ask what they want. They don't want like 100 hours of videos. They want what I want. Okay, so they should ask, and they should just look at that particular part. Okay, and that is what exactly that's the reason they call, even though they had given all the manuals, they'll call the uh, company again, and they will ask where it is, right? So here, if you can make that also as an autonomous, and where you can ask, and and the whole 3D visualization, it can come up and it will open up exactly. You can ask how can I replace this? So there is no predefined video. So the whole animation, everything it creates on the go at runtime as per your question. That exactly does that, and you people can understand. That is exactly what we are trying to do. This is where it changes the game in terms of customer uh, queries, and especially where it is not just text queries, it is something where they require to understand as well. Okay. Okay, and then this probably like another one is like human like AI powered customer call chatbot. Okay, where you can call and it will speak with you. So most of the time, if you look at many people are not customer savvy or old people. Okay, if it is too much, let me know. If it is time is going beyond, I'll stop. I'll stop. Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No problem.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah. So So suppose like most of the time, right? So in the like people who are not tech savvy, especially parents, who has not really understood old people who has not gone through the technology era. So they're not comfortable, even though my father is engineer, so he's not comfortable with even though he's an engineer, he's not comfortable with using computers for small things. Okay, so even for paying bill, okay, he don't want to learn that. Okay, so it's not comfortable for them, and for us it comes in our like naturally it comes for us. If you go to our kids are naturally understand the touch and everything. They don't really mind. Okay, they think that by default touch is present, right? Uh, so like the tech, like if you look at it's a different variety of people, and who our expectations are different, and interaction level is understanding is different. So now even the old people, the parents should be able to speak how they want to speak with why they go to like even though there is a online booking application for their hospital, they call me and ask, okay, can you book an appointment? Or they take a phone number and ask, want to speak to human there and tell, okay, this is what I want an appointment. Okay, so they want to go with that process. Okay, that is exactly what we have to bring it to the computer. So we don't need to change the humans, we have to change the computers. Actually, that's exactly what we can do, the whole process. So if you can do that entire thing, I think all generations can actually speak the same way what uh, that humans and computers can speak. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's time is getting over. Yeah. If just any questions, please ask me.
Yeah, so first of all, thank you so much. I think everybody got a lot of flavor about what is coming in the future. And now we can switch on the cameras if you want to ask questions. But Basavaraj, first of all, thank you for giving the perspective about what is coming. And one of the questions that comes to my mind, at least for this group, how we are engineers, managers, supervisors, in different departments, in supply chain, engineering, or we have manufacturing. How my job, will I be replaced? That is a big question, right? If AI can do everything, what will humans do, and what kind of work they will do in the future, and what you suggest us to be ready with?
Okay. This is okay. See, one thing is that AI is again a new tool. It's a new tool. It is nothing like what happened with uh, when computers came into banks. Everybody's told that okay, all the banks' jobs will go away, and so no, didn't happen, and it actually increased in terms of the reach, in terms of the speediness, and it has increased the business, right? So the same thing is going to happen here. Of course, there can be a at short term there can be some job cuts, but that doesn't mean that they cannot come back. It requires there is like you need just reskilling. It is not like many jobs request reskilling. They may, like, somebody is just sitting and managing the book, right? So that the banks, they used to write book. That type of bookkeeping job is gone. So it has gone to computer. So he just need to learn the such things. Same thing here also. The type of jobs was what was there, it will change. Some of the reskilling is required, and it actually increases the number of jobs required. I think that we need to, that reskilling, the capability is always makes you adopt into new thing, and that we should never stop learning. I think that it makes more sense now that we should learn continuously, not stop it. Yeah.
Got it. Great. Thank you. Go ahead, Lavanya.
Thank you. It was really useful
Yeah.
session. I just give me a little background. I'm a full stack developer. So full stack developer, like, we are used to develop the code. But nowadays with AI, like with Copilot, if you give the prompt, it will generate the code for us. So like it is not like if we I'm sorry. So as a full stack developer, if I want to learn about AI agent or agentic workflow, if I want to create, you mentioned about technical chatbot. If I want to create a technical chatbot, what are the skills I need to develop, and what would be the roadmap if I want to start my career towards AI development or AI model creation? What are the roadmap? What are the things I need to know, and that would helpful to develop such product?
Okay. It's a very good question for as a engineer, as a computer science engineer, right? So here there are two steps. There are two things. One is model creation. Another is using that model. Okay. So model creation is a completely different world altogether. So you need to go through the statistics. Then there's a mathematics required, and you need to go through that complete process of model creation. Then all that process is completely different.
Okay.
That world is also there. The next word is how to utilize those models and create applications. That's where the bigger market is. Okay. So you can see that scientists doesn't make money. So the people who utilizes those technologies and build applications and take to the market, those people make money. Right? So you use those models. Okay. That big major money or major jobs is going to be on using the models which are already built, and models will become like a commodity. It's already become already. If you look at 2018 or 2019, there is like a bunch of face detection the startups was there, and if you see now, there's hardly anybody left out. Okay, so it's because it has become like commodity where it is like API. Right? So you just need to integrate APIs from Amazon, Google, or Microsoft, or any other like bunch of other couple of companies are there. You can get the ability of face detection, so you don't need to create a model. So in the future, that's how it is going to happen. So there is like models which is going to come up from different people, and how you're going to utilize and build like for specific enterprise, you have to build attendance system, right? Same way you have to, for a specific task, you have to utilize that model and build application on top of it. That is what the bigger market is going to be. So as you told that, one of the very simple example I'll give. So because you are already a full stack developer, nothing really need to be learned too much in terms of new things. It's all about understanding. It means why I'm telling nothing new means it's not a drastically new thing. It's probably you may need to, similar to learning some more new framework. Here also you have to learn some more new frameworks. Probably you just go ahead and learn simple if you're in full stack, or if you're comfortable with JavaScript, go ahead and learn. Just download Vercel AI SDK. just start working with that. Okay, you can just put LLM, some readily available LLM only if you don't want to host yourself. First, start
Mm.
with a readily available LLM and use it and learn and build applications on top of it. That is bigger market than going and building your own LLM. Of course, building your own LLM is very, very costly process. And
Mm.
when you need to first understand why you are building LLM. Do you need to just build a RAG on top of something, uh, like where you can put some of your information and just it extracts and give it to you, or it just you need to go and fine tune it. Why you need to do that, you need to understand first. So that's the reason. First, you just start using it, then slowly you can adopt.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I will look into that Versal SDK and I'll try to create some application with existing model. And if I have any question, I'll reach out to you in LinkedIn.
Yeah, please reach out to me anytime. I'm available in LinkedIn, and you can message me. Uh, yeah, I should be able to help you. Yeah.
Great.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Basavaraj. I think there was one more question in the chat. Have you heard about dark factories in China, or what is the future of dark factories?
See, okay. Dark factories basically means there is no humans. Okay, means when human is required, then only you need lights, right? Okay, so that's why it is called dark factories. Entirely autonomous. Already, it's happening in automobile industry. Right? So, like, if not the automobile industry. Basically, if you see that any car factory, even in India also, I'm sure that. Uh, like entirely this all the cars are manufactured without any without any humans altogether. So like only at the main, probably at the starting, something at the end. Even in the sugar mills, if I go to sugar mills, hardly any humans will be left out. Okay, so hardly the people I can see only is like who actually puts the material, and when it is sugar is ready, they're filling. This is not something right now. It is was there from like 2 decades back. I had seen that. Okay, uh, so it is there, and if it is like this is going to happen more and more. It is, you cannot really change that. There are many things which basically, if you can ask what happens to the people who are really working there. Obviously, the job, the type of job, whatever repetitive task, everybody, for a business to be profitable, for a business to be as a capitalist, obviously it is more and more profits and more optimization and better customer pricing. It has to happen. So there's nothing really stops on that. It is going to, like, more and more autonomous factories will be there, and but it will create it a new type of jobs. So we had to adopt new jobs. Yeah. If I don't know whether if I answered that question. Yeah.
No, I understood. Yeah, you're right. You answered it correctly, because I think I also read an article on dark factory. So it's all about robots working. There is no human being. There is no lights required. They work 24/7. But I think at some point human intervention is required when there is a wear and tear, or there is a program issue and all. Yeah, yeah. So with that, I'll ask Divakar. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think a very, very insightful session, and I think a lot of good learning and a lot of fear maybe for the future. So I particularly work for manufacturing industry, and I work for environment, health, and safety function, where we take care of environment and people. So any such sort of AI intervention, any idea that any examples of such, and how AI can be used in this field to bring comfort or to prevent injuries for the people or to save environment?
Okay. So environment and health intervention. Huh?
Yeah, health,
And
environment, and
safety.
safety. So safety of people, because there will be many accidents happen
Okay.
in industry, right?
So
Yeah.
okay, one of the thing is like very easily something comes to mind is whether people are really wearing gears or not. Something like I think it's many people are using many in many industries, right? So you can, and also there are cameras which continuously looks at the proximity for some areas, and how much long they can stay, and whether they're wearing all the time or not. Continuously, some cameras looking at them and pointing out if something is something they're not following. That can be done very straightforward use case actually. And then there are some of the IoT sensors and other things which actually things probably like there might be. I'm thinking too much in terms of what I'm telling now. Probably like there might be some sensors which might be thinking about the chemical properties, okay, of the air, what it is releasing, and probably like there might be different places it is releasing, and probably agent can think of if these type of gases come together, probably something else can happen, poisonous, and such things can be thought, and can be like agent can think at runtime rather than you create it for a specific purpose. Yeah, those are things can be thought. Then there is a pollution. Pollution, that's what, right? Um Pollution is like how much the soil quality, continuously thinking about soil quality, air quality, water quality. Then there is a waste management. So other thing is like smart bins. Then there's a waste collection routes. Okay, so how you are collecting efficiently or not. Then recycling opportunities you can think of it is the yeah. Then uh, the climate change. Yeah, climate change is one of the things. Oh yeah, that's water conservation is one of the things which we are working personally in our company. So where we have created an algorithm which helps to plan and create a complete this that rainwater harvesting system completely. So you just need to give a lat long, and then uh, we send a drone into that entire area. We create a complete 3D mesh out of it, and once we create a 3D mesh, we put into our AI algorithms, which actually crunch and understands many. Of course, we need many data in terms of soil, in terms of rain, that rain pattern, history, then what type of crops people want, then what type of what is the soil quality, how much water it can take, what is the how much sun temperature is there, all those things. Using all those things, we actually create a complete plan where actually you need to create a garland canals. So with garland canals, you should be able to collect those water and utilize it there itself. Now what happens is water comes and it goes into creeks, and then it goes to rivers, and then it goes into some dams. We construct dam in the down, and then in the from dam we again use the power to pump it and give it a very short amount of people. But if you look at but what happens, the rain happens everywhere, you are not really giving them back. But if you look at right now, there is 89% of whole this agriculture land in the world is rain fed. Only 11% is irrigated. Okay, that means because of climate change, it is going to be like 89% of agriculture land is going to affect. That means we are going to have a problem in food, right? So if you look at very simple example is uh, highly affected actually is Africa. Nobody's talking because they don't have money, they don't have reach, they don't have much of a presence in social media and other places. Nobody's talking about that. But if you look at for them, they have water, they have land, enough land, everything is there, but they have people to even do that agriculture. But they are now, even being poor nations, they are importing up to 50 billion to 100 billion. It is going to reach $100 billion of food import. So what that means for Africa, which is importing the food, basically is because 96 to 98% of their land is rain fed. So if because of climate change, their output is not enough. In India, we have some states where there is 60% this irrigated, and some places are 20-30% irrigated. Still it is good enough compared to uh, Africa. So, but they have like 2%, 3% of irrigation. The rest is readily open for climate problem. So we have to. That's one place where it has to be addressed. We are also very like, even though we know that we will not get any returns, money returns immediately because the customer is not a private company. It is customer is a government. Handling government is a big problem. We know that. Still we invested enough amount of our time on that. Yeah. Sorry, yeah, I go into
Very
something
good.
else.
Very good answer. So, Basuraj, maybe you can also switch on camera and maybe put your video background off so that way we can see you as well. So hopefully that will save some
Yeah,
bandwidth and people can interact. So yeah, thank you. Sachin, go ahead.
Basuras, thank you very much for this insightful session. As in your resume, I saw your experience in agriculture sector as well. So I just want to share my
yeah,
experience. I came from rural background and my father is farmer. So whenever I go to hometown, I usually had that discussion with my father, like, why don't you explore modern tools and technologies in agriculture? So he always say me like, you are not at all aware about the ground realities. 70 to 80% farmers in India are still not affordable with technology. They can't afford this. They simply can't afford the technology. So how this AI and ML techniques bring that affordability, particularly to Indian farmers, or any work is going in that area? Just a curious question.
okay, yeah, it's a very difficult question. Okay, so see, in India, right? So if you compare it in US or Australia or some other places, people hold land like 500 acres, 100,000 acres. There, if you bring any machine, if you purchase it, you will get a return back. Even though robotic agriculture is pretty much is possible. Okay.
Yep.
And when it comes to India, we have um, uh, that. Okay, example is my own thing is like my grandfather had before that they had like 360 acres of land. Then it has become like that whoever is using that land right now, there's a rule came, right, it will go to them. So then it is only left out from the government, so then only left out is 40 acres. Then my grandfather has four male kids. Okay, so there's everybody got 10 acres. Okay, then their kids. Okay, so of course I'm the only kid for my father, but if it take for others, like they have two to three kids, then it goes to 2 acres, 3 acres, right? So
Yep.
how can a person live? And
Yeah,
that is the
exactly.
problem actually in India. Okay, so the population growth, what has happened is a real problem, and it is breaking. So over the time, we also have to our farmers, we have to open up our mind, and we have to do community farming. Until unless we come together as a do community farming, we will never be able to utilize technology. And because it doesn't make sense to utilize technology, because the cost of it right now is very high. And if you want to bring up a robot and you want to do that, it can do many things in one day. What people can do in probably like a 1 month. But that too it can do more efficiently. You have to utilize that. And until unless you will not be farmers will never come out of the poverty. So to do that, only solution is community farm. That's what my feeling is. And once you do community farming, you can actually grow like a huge area together and have one single crop, and you can actually bring up these you can afford purchasing these technologies. One thing is these technologies cost to come drastically low. That is that's another way you can think of. And definitely it will take its own time. We cannot really wait for that to happen. But still, having like 2 acres, 3 acres, and purchasing all this machinery doesn't make sense. Yeah, you can't.
Agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have
Thank
last
you.
only one question. MP, go ahead, and then after that, I'll just wrap up with the next future sessions. What's going to come? Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for lots of learning today. I work into Cummins engineering group and was maybe looking for more insight on tech GPT, like how we maybe if there is any example or use case where I can think of like how maybe AI can be used in engineering.
Okay, so basically, Cummins is this one, right? Okay, it's basically supply chain. Okay, so
We
this
make
supply
a
chain
we make a diesel engine and gensets.
for diesel engines and okay,
Generators and
Genset
the
for
whole
electricity.
supply, manufacturing, distribution.
generator sets.
Correct.
Got it. Yeah, I think there is a lot of things can be done there. Basically, how the machine is performing, predictive maintenance is what I was mentioning, right? That's very much comes into picture. So it can be on the manufacturing side as well. On the there are three things which come into my mind immediately. Basically, one is manufacturing sector where it can be you can see how efficiently you can put AI into that. And the second one is basically in the deployment. Okay, it's already deployed, machines are deployed, how they are performing, and AI can tell you back. Okay, before customer breaks down, it will tell you that okay, this is going to break down, and you go and tell that customer it's going to break down tomorrow. You replace today, and you take it. That's the best customer experience anybody have. It will not break any time for him. That's and the third one, which I can think immediately, is customer experience. What I was telling is about what one of the things which we are building internally, an AI agent where anybody can ask some of things which doesn't just answer with the text, visually also required. They can ask, and your whole machine can come up there, and it can open up, and it can tell you step by step. It can show with animations, with detailed thing generated at that time. So based on his input. Okay, these are three things I can think on my head immediately. Obviously, there is definitely more possibilities are there which can be which we can sit and discuss.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Basavaraj. Amazing. I learned so many things today. And then also would like to thank you for your time. And this is a really great session. So how would like people to interact with you? What is the best way? Is it LinkedIn, your website?
Yeah. So there is. I am writing my email ID and my phone number as well, and also my LinkedIn profile. Any way is just fine for me. Okay, there is nothing really. One way or whatever you are comfortable, you can connect with me. All three.
Yeah.
And Rich has put a question. I just put in the chat my coordinates. Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah, Rich. Go ahead, Rich. Ask.
With the rise of AI integration into the physical factory, do you see an opportunity for human-driven software and process validation that is not dependent on machine evaluation? I'm thinking that this would be a growth industry until AI matures to the point of being self-evaluating. See, especially yes, your this your point is very much valid. Even though one of the thing is like AI is not a perfect. It's still a statistics. Okay, it's a prediction, and it is tend to hallucinate. The like garbage, whatever you give as an input to it, it will give a garbage out. So it itself is not something great. Okay, so if you feed something wrong, it will give the same thing out, right? So even though there is uh, uh, machine does a lot of things, there is a requirement for human all the time, and humans will always be there. But instead of having 10 people, there will be reduction of probably 1 or 2 people required. Okay, that is how the change will happen. So you can enable 10 people's work for 2 people. That's how the it will change rather than eliminate completely. Yeah.
Great.
If I answer my question.
Thank you so much, Basavaraj. Yeah, so just few announcements I think I would like to make. In next week, we'll have a C-suite session with, Krishna sir, and then we are going to have really interactive. He's preparing some group session, how if you want to become a CEO or if you are a CEO, how you'll act. And also there will be some quick exercises and a lot of fun that is coming next Saturday. We'll have it. And after that, next Saturday, I'm bringing one very powerful person who is a consultant, worldwide consultant, and she's from America. Again, she coached me in terms of how to really build resumes, how to really attend interviews, how do you really be prepared for your future roles. Any questions you have, right, feel free to bring your questions in the next Saturday Success, which is on 3rd of May. And I've already engaged and already blocked the time for her. I think that will be an interesting session for people who want to grow and looking for next career. And that is one. And then also like this, Basavaraj, I'm going to bring you back here with some entrepreneurship mindset, leadership. There's so many things to talk about the future. And this was one of the very insightful and very experiential session for everyone. And we'll bring you, and then also thank you for your time and your team's time, and let everyone connect with Basavaraj and start talking to him. And it's very nice, and I've connected with him about 3 years ago. We have been working very, very closely, and he's like a friend now. And I learned a lot today as well, and I learn every time I talk to him. And then whenever he come to US, I definitely would love to meet you here. And this team, there are many people in the US, and they are in different industry. They can also give you the actual problem challenges, and you can help create AI agents, anything that you want, Basavaraj, with this group.
Yeah, definitely. And thank you very much, Sanjeev, for giving the opportunity and talking to a lot of people and making new friends, especially.
Yeah, there are many new friends, and they're all experienced. And feel free to you can reach out, or if anybody wants any help from my side, let me know. I can connect you with Basavaraj, or you want to connect with anyone, I'm here to help. Thank you. With that, have a great weekend. Enjoy. Happy Easter wherever you are, and then talk to you all soon. Next Saturday meet you for C-suite session, and I'll be sending more information by email. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.